What up everyone, I'm Trey Baird and this is Gossipin' Games, and today we are going to be talking about the brutal, ugly, double standard that comes to gender roles and sex toys. Stay tuned. I just don't understand why there's such a double standard when it comes to sex toys amongst men and women. Why is it so creepy and weird for a man to possess a pocket pussy, but it's normal for a woman to possess a vibrator or a dildo? I mean, that's seen as empowering, owning your sexuality and being independent. But if a man does the exact same thing, being independent and owning your sexuality, but if a man does the exact same thing, it's seen as desperate and pathetic and, sad. And this used to, make me angry as a teenager and as a young adult. But as a older adult, I find it more interesting than anything. I'm not angry about it. I mean, 9 years of marriage will kind of take the edge off of your dating woes, as it were. I don't really care about these types of double standards the way I used to, and now I can kind of take an objective look at it. So, I just find it interesting how sexuality has evolved in the 21st century, and I guess the 20th century, on two different tangents. Like, a woman can basically express her sexuality in pretty much any way that she wants to, and it's seen as an awesome thing. And not only are most men kind of discouraged from doing that, it's also the fact that, most men are seen as less desirable when they do it. And I speak on these things not out of jealousy, but just out of interest. I don't necessarily want to be a deviant. I don't want to do, sexual things, to get the interest of other people. Darn it. But, what I've come to accept for the most part is that people don't really rationalize these things. Especially when it comes to sexuality, people tend to have a knee-jerk reaction to things. Because sexuality is a knee-jerk reaction, or, some other body part reaction. It's not really something that all people are really comfortable thinking about, much less talking about. It's just something that there is that they respond to, either favorably or negatively. So, women's sexuality has been a slow process, and they really kind of got a head start because of the whole, I cover this more in depth on my blog, but the vibrator was originally invented as a medical device. Women who were acting hysterical, as it were deemed to be in need of an orgasm. In old-fashioned line of thought, I guess they were seen as less than, mature human beings, and were unable to control their hormones or their impulses or what have you. I don't necessarily understand it, so I can't explain it. But by judging by modern day, most reasonable people can conclude that that was obviously false. There's plenty of evidence that women and men are equally horny or, equally capable. And this is what the majority of the American culture believes. Forgot. You know, I didn't vote for Hillary, but it's not because I voted for Trump, it's because I'm a libertarian. And I don't really talk about that much because, you know, my political beliefs are my own, and I don't really feel like hearing about how libertarianism isn't sustainable or isn't practical or just takes votes away from the political party that you want to win. Because, you know, it's never consistent. They say a libertarian vote is either a vote for the Democrats or the Republicans. It just depends on who you know, is expected to lose, or who people want to lose. This year they said it was a vote for Trump, but in the past they've said it was a vote for Obama or whoever, John Kerry. Yeah, I remember that very distinctly in, what was that, 2004? When it was Bush versus Kerry. They said that a vote for libertarianism was a vote for John Kerry. Or, you know, I just get tired of hearing it. You know, I'm not trying to have a political debate with anyone. It's very unlikely you're going to change my views. And if you do change my views, it probably won't be from a long-winded, angry rant like, you know, people who are big into politics likes to do. Or, you know, they throw the word around moron a lot. You know, someone who disagrees with their line of thinking is a moron. And it just gets old. The only reason I bring Hillary up was because of the whole, you know, anti-female line of thought. So yeah, double standard with sex toys. These things are obviously related. But, you know, I could probably make a case that they are. You know, politics is about everything. And especially about things that make people angry, such as, you know, sex toys. There is certainly a way to fit Donald Trump into this discussion if we really wanted to. But I'm going to be classy and not go that route.